Good afternoon. On behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, and students, we welcome you to Portland High School in historic James J. Fitzpatrick Stadium for today's match between the visiting Rams of Kennebunk High School and our own Portland High School Bulldogs. Thank you. Now for today's starting lineups. First for visiting Kennebunk. Number 3, Timothy Tigris. Number 6, Aiden Herberg. Number 8, Jack Kenny. Number 9, Andrew Slifowski. Number 10, Luke Calsula. Number 11, George Bezos. Number 16, Andrew Byrne. Number 17, Noah Maine. Number 22, Jackson Redmond. Number 23, Cooper Thompson. Winning goal for the Rams is Dylan Jones. Kennebunk is coached by Nate Dean. Now for your Portland Bulldogs. Number 1, Nick Paternitti. Number 2, Max Kirsten. Number 4, Finn Tidd. Number 5, Oliver Huntbach. Number 6, Ford Myers. Number 8, Costa Nedeljkovic. Number 12, Aiden Perez. Number 14, Ben Dieno. Number 19, Martin Halala. Number 22, Exhaust Langdon. Winning goal for the Bulldogs this afternoon, Danny Latow. Portland is coached by Rocco Franzilli. We'd also like to thank today's officials, Mr. Timothy Darnell and Mr. Dave Barang. Portland High School's athletic trainer caring for the student athletes today is Mr. Ryan Lucas. Would you now please rise, focus your attention to the American flag, and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, recorded by our own Portland High School band under the direction of Miss Jane Sautet.
Welcome everybody to Fitzpatrick Stadium, where in today's matchup is between the Kennebunk Rams and the Portland Bulldogs. Portland will start off with the ball for the first half. Portland in blue, Kennebunk in white. Coming into this game, Portland is 6-3. Their last game was against Bonnie Eagle. It was a win 3-0. For Kennebunk, they are 2-4-2. Their last game was a tie against Westbrook, 0-0. To note, Portland has had some tough losses. They've lost to Scarborough, who's 8-0, Marshwood, who's 8-1, and South Portland is 7-1. That's your 1, 2, and 3 teams in the standings. And those were all 1-0 losses.
And that speaks volumes for this team. You know, that they're
And it's Littell diving in there too, and it's kicked away by Kierstead. So Kennebunk threatening early.
yeah, Portland's played some tough games this season. But you know, it gets you prepared early on for playoffs.
And if Portland doesn't get one of those top 4 seeds, which it's more likely than not they won't, they're going to have to play one of those teams again, depending on where they fall in the standings. Because the top 4 seeds get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. So Portland's either going to play Scarborough, Marshwood, South Portland, or Deering. Those are the top 4 teams. With Gorham, the Gorham Rams being in the 5th seed right behind those teams. It's going to be saved from going out of, no, it's out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for Portland. Hattenback will get it in. Hattenback will attempt the cross, and it will be over the net.
Yeah, and that could have even been trying to catch the goalie out a little bit too far and dropping it in behind him. But so far, we've seen Kennebunk looking like they've come to play, and the goalie for Portland really having to make some miraculous stops early.
It's going to be watched into the arms of Littell. To note, this is the breast cancer awareness game. So the game ball is pink. Portland with the pink socks on. Some players have dyed their hair pink.
Well, and we all know someone within our own families that have had to deal with breast cancer, and it's a very scary thing.
Kennebunk has a pink ribbon on their jersey. Paternity, and the ball is taken away. It's up to Slikowski. Slikowski will switch the sides of the field. It's a save by Littell. It was shot by Tegas.
Well, and early on in this match, Kennebunk does not look like a team that's 2-4-2, did you say?
Yes. It's taken away by Nedeljkovic. And it's Kenny getting the takeaway. And the give and go between Lange and Hattenback is no good, but Portland will get the ball. Hattenback will stop, cross it in, and it's off of Kennebunk.
Tried to back heel it.
Kalala Can't get it out wide to Nedeljkovic.
And he knew exactly where he needed to go with that ball. It just didn't make it.
And it's an offsides on Kennebunk. It's Hayden Ferber. Kalala getting it to Paternity. It's out wide to Myers. Nedeljkovic will stop.
Oh, beautiful move.
And it's taken away. Kalala crossing sides of the field. Hatton back. And it's taken away. Slakowski will have to kick it out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for Portland. And that will be a Kennebunk throw-in. It's taken away by Kennebunk. And it's a long kick that Ben Littell will pick up. It's out wide to Tegas. And it will be Littell with the ball.
And Kennebunk, you know, they're moving the ball down the field. And the last two drives down there, they've been kicking the ball, and no one's been down there. And the Portland goalies had an opportunity to make easy stops.
Kalala will get it out wide to Nedeljkovic. And it's taken away by Jack Kenny. But it will be a throw-in for Portland. It was intended for Lange. Kennebunk.
And Portland was moving. That ball just wouldn't settle.
Hatton back.
And I think once it settles, Portland's going to be in good shape.
And that's going to be
a
corner. So that is the first corner of this game. And it goes to Portland. It was Nicholas Paternity with the shot attempt that went off of Kennebunk. We crossed in there. And it was Tegas on the line to save it. Still not out.
Ooh, beautiful kick back in.
And Kennebunk will be content with just getting it back up the field. Hatton back. We'll get the long pass. Hatton back. We'll cross it in. And it's going to be another corner.
So now it looks like with just under 30 minutes left to go in this first half, Portland looks like it's starting to put stuff together.
So the corner will be taken by Oliver Hattenback. It's crossed in there, and it was Jones who punched it out. It's off of Paternity. Paternity pressuring the ball, and Jack Kenny can't get it out. Kalala will get it
moves.
in, and that's going to be off of, I believe, Luke Tomasulo.
Yeah, Portland now is starting to get their groove.
So this will be the third corner of the game, all for Portland, with under 29 minutes left to go in this first half. Hatton back. And it's off the leg of Charles Howe.
He tried to sideways bicycle it in, but just didn't get really any of it.
And that's going to be kicked out of bounds by George Lazos. Kennebunk will get the throw in. And it was Paternity coming in to steal the ball. And it's going to be watched going out of bounds by Jones. So it will be a goal kick for Kennebunk. It's going to be taken away by Portland momentarily, but Kennebunk will get the ball. Slakowski will get it out wide. And it's taken away by, it's all the way up to Nedokovic, to Paternity, to Kalala.
Oh, just behind him, but
out
still
wide
moving.
To Hattenback. Hattenback will get it to Lange. And it's going to be saved by Jones.
You know, and didn't really have a chance to say that drive there by Kennebunk was pretty darn good. And the defense had to really step it up for Portland. There was some great footwork down there and some nice touches for Kennebunk trying to get the ball on net.
Can't be saved. So it'll be a goal kick. That was Turner Fadiman who was on the ball. It's taken away by Kennebunk. Paternity. Keep it from going out of bounds.
Ooh.
And it's going to be a foul on Walter Paulo.
Yeah, nothing malicious there. He was just trying to get the ball, and Paternity was really hustling up the line trying to stay in front of him. So this is a good opportunity here for Portland to set up a play, and let's see what happens.
Ford Myers with the free kick. And it's going to be kicked away. Myers will get the ball back.
Oh, nice.
He's going to cross it in. And it's just wide by Brady Tower.
Oh, no.
And that ball had some English on it.
Yeah. It definitely started out straight for the corner, and then it curled like unbelievable. And the goalie for Kennebunk was kind of frozen there, just watching it roll past the post.
Kalala will get it up to Tower. It's out wide to Nedokovic. And it'll be kicked out of bounds on Kennebunk. Quick throw in. And it can't be kept in bounds by Brady Tower.
Well, the next time Brady gets the ball in the middle, he'll just have to start that little bit of English a little bit more to his left. But it was a great attempt.
It's going to go all the way to Tidd, who kicks it back down the field. And it's going to go out of bounds for a Portland throw-in. And we'll have some substitutions. With 24 minutes left to go in this first half.
And there has been a lot of good action. Both teams playing well.
Kalala out wide to Paternity. Paternity gets the ball taken away, but Kalala is there to keep it for Portland. Out wide to Hattenback. Tower to Kalala.
Good backup right there.
Howe got the ball taken away momentarily. Tid will get it to Paternity. Paternity will attempt the shot. Howe.
Oh, jeez.
And Kalala is there to get the ball back for Portland. It's crossed in. Kalala will bring it down. Nedeljkovic. And it will finally be kicked out of bounds
And a
by Blake Delara.
And a couple of Kennebunk players took some real hard shots to keep the ball from going anywhere near the net.
Nedeljkovic is pressuring Jack Kenny, but it will be a foul on Portland. It's Noah Manning with the free kick. It's Tid off of Howe. It's Tower.
Oh, nice kick back. The ball was behind him, and he just got enough to keep moving it forward. That's amazing.
Paternity will take the shot, and it knuckled a little bit, but Dylan Jones will track it for the save. Perez will kick it back down the field. Kalala will get it out wide to Hattenback. Hattenback will stop. He's going to cross it in, and it's just over the net by Nicholas Paternity. So Portland with the second opportunity to score with just over 21 minutes left to go in this first half.
And you could see the speed on the outside for Portland. Boy, when they start kicking it over to the corners, the Portland players really get down there to be able to put it back up into the middle. It's really amazing. Oh, yes. Good give and go.
And it's Kennebunk will get the ball back momentarily. It's going to be kicked out of bounds for a Portland throw-in. Be a long throw. Paternity will get the ball. He'll take a shot, and it's just over the crossbar. So Portland started off slow, but have picked things up. And we're at the halfway mark of the first half. 20 minutes to go. It's a low kick. It'll be Perez with the ball, and it's a bad pass that will be booted up the field by Andrew Slakowski.
Nice, easy play.
It's going to be right back. Tower can't get it. Nedeljkovic. And that's going to be kicked out of bounds for a Portland throw-in. Ford Myers will attempt to throw in. It's going to be a long throw in. Howe can't get to it. Slakowski will turn it over. Paternity out wide to Nedeljkovic. Nedeljkovic.
Oh, around 2 players.
Kalala
Nice footwork.
will cross it in. Hattenback can't. Hattenback has to run to get it, and he'll watch it go out of bounds. This one will be a long throw in. Tower. And it's going to be a corner for Portland. Oliver Hattenback will take the corner. It's high. It's off of Tower. Nedeljkovic.
They just can't.
Hattenback will boot it, and it's going to go way over the net.
All the way down to Kennebunk. Boy, I'll tell you, Portland has had a number of opportunities. They just can't get it past that wall that Kennebunk has been putting up in front of the net. But boy, the opportunities are starting to pile up here for Portland.
Yeah, be out wide to Nedeljkovic, to Tower. It's going to be Paternity, but he can't get the pass. And Tidd is there to save the long pass to Slakowski. Tower to Hattenback. Sorry, Paternity to Hattenback.
And there's that hustle, causing Kennebunk to kick the ball out.
Paternity can't bring it down, but it's going to be a shot. And Nedeljkovic right there on the rebound off of Dylan Jones.
And you could hear the crowd over here for Portland, just collectively holding their breath.
And so this will be the 5th corner of this game for Portland. And it's all come within the last 10 minutes. It's crossed in there. It's going to be kicked away momentarily. Hattenback will watch it roll out of bounds. Tower will kick it off of Kennebunk. So this will be the 6th corner.
And you're going to have to think that eventually one of these is going to get close.
And it's right by Howe. And it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Kalala can't bring it down cleanly, but Portland will keep the ball. It's going to be a wide to Nedeljkovic. Kalala. And nice footwork by Myers. Myers will get to the ball, but it's kicked away. Kalala will keep it for Portland. To Howe. And you could hear the bench yelling that there was someone behind him. Cross to Perez. Kalala will bring it down. Hattenback will cross it in. And it's just out of the reach of Paternity and Tower.
Well, the timing is starting to come for Portland now. But they do have to be careful because Kennebunk is capable, as we saw early in the match, they're capable of putting together a little bit of a forward motion here. So Portland needs to be real careful. The defense is set up and waiting.
Howe can't get it to Nedeljkovic. But it's George Lazos kicking it out of bounds. Just over 14 minutes to go in this first half. Gonna be a short throw in. Howe can't get it out wide to Tower. Portland will keep the ball. Tower And he can't get the pass. It goes out of bounds for a Kennebunk throw-in. It's by Howe. Tid there to get it out wide to Myers. Myers will get it to Kalala. Kalala get it out wide to Hattenback, and Hattenback can't corral the pass. Just over 13 minutes to go in this first half. Howe. It's going to be saved from going out of bounds. And it's Finnegan Tid having to kick it out with pressure by Andrew Slakowski.
Yeah, and this will give Kennebunk an opportunity here.
It's going to be a long throw-in. It's going to be out of bounds off of Hayden Ferber. Ben Littell will kick the ball. It's off of Slakowski. Kalala will get it to Howe.
Glad that player for Kennebunk is okay. Got spun around.
And it's going to be Dylan Jones. And it's a short kick. Taken down by Tower, but he'll kick it out of bounds. Sikowski will get the ball taken away by Paternity, but
nice footwork.
Kierstead will take the ball away. Tower will get the ball out wide. It will go to Kalala. Kalala will get it out wide to Hattenback. Hattenback will cross it in, and it's going to be another corner for Portland.
Yeah, the Kennebunk goalie did not want to take a chance that was going to catch the inside corner, so he had to play it.
Oliver Hattenback will take the corner. It's low, right into Dylan Jones. So Jones was in the right place. Kalala out wide to Tower. And it's going to be off of Myers with Paulo pressuring. Kalala will get it in the middle of the field. He'll get it to Hattenback. Hattenback will cross it in, and it will be on the outside of the net for a goal kick.
Beautiful passing down the field. Just got a little too far for the angle on the kick.
Kierstead will bring it down. Hattenback will get it into the middle. It's out wide to Hattenback. And it will be a throw-in for Portland.
And great blocking.
With 9 minutes to go. Howe will bring it down. Turn around. Tower is there, and it's in. So Brady Tower breaks the 0-0 scoreline to give Portland the lead with 8 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock in this first half.
And wasn't Brady the one that kicked it initially and had too much English on it and it rolled off?
Yes.
Well, this time he made sure that it was one straight shot in. Good for him, because he just missed out on a goal with the ball spinning in the wrong direction. So just made up for it. Good for him. Well, you know, and another thing too is you just can't always assume that the goalie is going to make a clean catch. So you have to assume rebound every single time it goes on net. And Brady did. He assumed that there was going to be a rebound, and he was standing right there to put it right back.
And it looks like...
Is it going to be a yellow card for a high kick? It is. No? I think he's just talking to him just to be careful.
And it looked like the player came off.
Oh, with the high kick?
And it looked like he had some blood. So they're going to talk to see if that should be a yellow card. We'll see what this...
Can only assume that that's the conversation, that it was a high kick and it was dangerous. I mean, are they asking for the player to get a red card and be pulled out of the game? I mean, we're going to stick to filming here. Usually we take a timeout, but and it's a judgment call by the referees, and it looks like the Kennebunk management is none too happy with whatever decision is being made.
So the referees will talk again.
And the coach is getting together for a discussion. And the player for Kennebunk is over at the getting his head taken a look at. And so now, I guess we're going to get going.
So it's going to be taken quickly. Skowski will cross it in there. It's going to be kicked away. And Nedeljkovic can't get to it. Paulo. And Howe will get the ball for Portland. Lenge can't get there. And Jones will secure the ball. It's taken away by Kiersted, but Paulo, it's kicked out of bounds with Ronan Moss pressuring. Kiersted to Howe.
And we could see that it was a high kick. And, you know, the player for Kennebunk, I believe, was dipping his head to try to head the ball, you know, and you really need to keep your feet on the ground because it can be dangerous. So I'm assuming, you know, with dipping his head to get the ball and the Portland player trying to kick it a little bit high, the referee made a judgment call.
And that was Noah Manning, who's still being checked out on the sideline. It's going to be over, and it's just past the net. Moss can't get it out. And it will go out of bounds. So Kennebunk with their best chance since the beginning of the game to score.
And that's one of those scary moments when you're a goalie and you're caught way out of the net and that ball gets past you and it starts rolling.
Kalala can't get to it. It's out wide to Redmond. Ball will be high in the air.
Well, and Kennebunk now starting to bring the pressure up on Portland.
Samuel will get to it. Stop. And it's in. Francisco Samuel will get the second for Portland.
And that was pure hustle. You talk about someone that wanted a goal badly, you just saw it. Ran as hard as he could, got in front of the two players, stopped the ball, and got a nice clean shot. Well done.
So that goal comes with just under 5 minutes left to go in this first half. It's taken away by Kalala. He'll get it out to Samuel. Samuel to Hattenback. Hattenback getting pressured by two Kennebunk players. And it will be a Portland throw-in. Perez will kick it up the field. It's crossed in. Najokovic to Kalala. Kiersted. Samuel will shoot it, and it's over the crossbar. It's going to be out wide. And McDonald can't keep it in. Howe. It's Kiersted in the middle of the field. Back to Perez. Perez will boot it up the field. Can't back and forth. Brought down by Tegas. Kalala will get it to Myers. Howe can't get to it, but Kierstead will keep the ball for Portland. It was taken away. Myers will turn around and keep the ball. Myers with speed will run past another defender. It's deflected. Myers, Kierstead will bring it down to Kalala. Out to Howe. To Meyer. And it's going to be a goal kick with just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. And it'll be off of Kierstead for a Kennebunk throw-in. Minute and a half to go in this first half. It's going to be out of bounds on Kennebunk. Kalala can't get to it. Zlakowski will bring it down.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Rosix will try to cross it in. And it will hit the outside of the net.
And you can see Kennebunk's, they've been on the verge of a couple of big plays. The ball just hasn't been rolling in that direction.
Zlakowski will get into the corner, and it will be off of Perez for a Kennebunk throw-in. 30 seconds left to go in this first half. Kennebunk going quickly. It's going to be taken away by Hunter. Kicked out of bounds. 18 seconds to go. Zlakowski will attempt to cross it in. It's off of Hunter.
Oh, if they can get it. They got to go.
To be taken quickly. And it's on the wrong side of the net by Rosix.
Yeah.
And the horn will sound for the end of the first half.
And, that was a golden opportunity right there for Kennebunk. Portland really needed to be careful. It just hit off the wrong side of his head for a goal attempt.
And so Portland scored 2 goals in this first half. The first one was Brady Tower, and the second one was Francisco Samuel. And so Portland will have a 2-0 lead going into halftime. And Kennebunk had Portland early, but once Portland settled in, it was all Portland.
Yeah, you could see, Portland getting up to speed, sending the ball down the line and hustling to go after it. It's pretty amazing to watch how quickly things can transpire, because Kennebunk was all over Portland for like the first 10 minutes of the game, and they withstood it, and then they came back to score 2 goals. And, one was making sure the goalie was on the deflection off the goalie and being right there to knock it in. And the other one was just a great hustle play. you know, that's what the name of this game is. Great passing and hustling. And it leads to goals.
And so at the end of the first half, Portland will lead Kennebunk 2-0. And we'll be back for second half action. We're back for the start of the second half. Kennebunk will start with the ball. It's going to be booted up the field. Hatton back. Can't get it away from Tegas. Kierstead, Paternity, and Hatton back are there to pressure the ball. It's going to be kicked to the other side of the field. And it's going to be kicked off of Jack Kenny. It's going to be a quick substitution with less than a minute off the clock. Long throw. Paternity can't get to it. Tegas getting it to Slakowski, and it's kicked out of bounds by Dieno for a Kennebunk throw-in.
Well, it looks like Kennebunk's doing what they did in the first half. Coming out, strong ball movement.
Timothy Tegas will take the throw-in. It's going to be a long throw-in. It's not out just yet. Moss getting it out. And it was Najokovic. And it's a foul on Kennebunk. It's going to be taken by Paternity. Kierstead will bring it down. He'll get it out wide to Hattenback. Hattenback will get around the defender, and he's pulled down. So it's going to be a free kick for Portland just outside the 18-yard box. Hattenback will take it slow, and it was off of Gavin MacDonald. So it's going to be a Portland corner. Oliver Hattenback will take it. It's going to be right into Jones's arms.
Yeah, that's happened a number of times tonight on corner kicks. He's been right there to corral it.
Slakowski, it's Paternity. Paternity can't keep it from going out of bounds.
Lots of ball movement there by everybody. It's amazing. All the spinoramas.
It's out wide. Najokovic, and it's kicked out of bounds for a Kennebunk throw-in. Paternity there. And it's a foul.
Looks like he grabbed him by the head. The referee's going to have a little talking to him. And All good. No yellow card.
It's going to be a long kick. Kicked away. Not out just yet. It's going to be out wide. Slakowski.
Ooh.
And it was Timothy Tegis getting the ball off the face. And the referee stopped play.
Because there is blood. Yeah, it looks like he got square in the nose. And you could hear that all the way up here.
And the clock will get put back to 35 minutes and 7 seconds. So it's going to be a drop ball with Kennebunk having possession. Kierstead will get the ball.
Oh, nice. Way to keep it in bounds.
Paternity can't get the ball, but Perez will get the ball back for Portland. Perez will have it out wide. It's going to be kicked to Lenge. He can't get to it before Jones does. Perez will kick it out of bounds. It was Redmond with the ball. Paulo can't get the header, and it'll be kicked out by Ben Dieno. Kierstead will get it to Paternity. Paternity will get it all the way down. It's Najokovic. Howe. And Howe can't get it to a Portland foot. Tid will kick it back up. Myers. Lenge. And it's going to be a throw-in for Portland. Myers will take the throw-in. It's going to be a long throw-in. It's over the head of Lenge. Paternity will track back to get it.
Yeah, the Kennebunk player fell over the ball trying to move it.
Lenge can't get to it. Myers will kick it back down.
Nice boot off the side of his shoe.
Paternity will get it into the corner. Hattenback will get it before it goes out of bounds. He crosses it in.
Oh,
It's off of
left-footed. That was beautiful.
Paulo can't get it. Keep it for Kennebunk. And it will go to the other side to Myers. And that's going to be a throw-in for Kennebunk with 32 minutes left to go in this game.
Portland with a 2-0 lead.
Myers will boot it out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for Kennebunk. Kalala will get it into space. Dieno can't. Kalala will take the ball away. And it's going to be a Kennebunk ball. And it was off of Tigis. Dieno will kick it up. Tigis will get it to MacDonald. And it's by Myers. It's booted up the field and right into Littell's arms. It was Andrew Slakowski, the intended pass. Paternity will get it to an offsides by Lenge.
Yeah. And when the whistle blew, I think he's going to get talked to by the ref. When the whistle blew.
It's going to be a yellow card on Exhaust Lenge.
Yeah. You're not supposed to do that. And out of all of the action tonight, that's the first yellow card. And yeah, you really need to listen to the whistle. You know, you see it in hockey sometimes. When you hear the whistle, if you shoot that puck at the goalie, the team that you shoot on is going to be none too happy with you. You know, fortunately it wasn't hit. It wasn't kicked hard. But they try to keep the goalie from getting injured.
And Slakowski will get fouled, and they're going to go quickly. It's going to be booted, and Littell is there for the easy save. It's booted down the field. Samuel can't get to it. Howe can't bring it down on the first touch. Slakowski get it to MacDonald, and it's taken away by Paternity to Hattenback. Hattenback will cross in, and it's in! So Oliver Hattenback splits the defenders and gets a wide open net, because at that point it was him and the goalie.
Yeah, that was great, staying on side, and Hattenback's been hustling all night long. He has been getting a lot of shots from the corner. He's been the corner guy, and he's been getting a lot of shots to his teammates over the middle. And this one worked out perfectly for him to get a nice goal for all of his hard work tonight.
Taken away by Kalala, and he's going to get tripped. So it's going to be a foul on Kennebunk.
Well, another good chance here for Portland.
Under 29 minutes to go in this game. It's Portland 3, Kennebunk 0. Nicholas Paternity will take the kick. Kalala will bring it down. And it was hit off of Kennebunk player. It's kicked up. Tid will have to kick it backwards.
Great defense.
Kalala. And Slakowski can't keep it. Kalala will bring it up the field. It's going to be out wide to Najokovic. Samuel, Najokovic. Kennebunk will kick it up. Perez. And he'll hold
Yeah.
Slakowski's arm.
Yeah, you could see that one. All the way up here, Seth.
It's going to be taken quickly. Slakowski was trying to get behind the defender.
That was pretty scary. If he had gotten that ball to him, it would have been a wide open shot.
Out of bounds on George Lazos. Throwing for Portland. Kalala will get it in the middle of the field. It's out wide to Dieno. And it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Tegas can't get it. Keep it for Kennebunk. Kierstead will get it back to Tid. It's out wide to Perez. Dieno will get it out wide. Hatton back. Dieno. And he's going to cross it in. And it was off of Samuel's head. So Francisco Samuel having a prime opportunity to get his second of the game. It's going to be a foul on Portland. Myers will get it to Kalala. It's up to Hattenback. Out wide to Myers. Paternity, and it's kicked out of bounds. By Kennebunk. And so it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a goal kick. Kalala will get it out wide. To Tower. Tower will keep it. Myers. And it's going to be in. So Nicholas Paternity with the goal. It was Paternity and Martin Kalala both in the area, but I believe it was Paternity with the goal.
And that's just pure hard work. Both of them in there, staying on side and staying with the ball. And then taking the shot. Great hard work.
That goal comes with 23 and a half minutes left on the clock. It's out wide to Hattenback. Hattenback will cross it in. Samuel, and it's in. So Francisco Samuel gets the 5th for Portland, and that comes with just about 10 seconds off the clock from the last goal.
That's crazy. Boy, oh boy. You know, and you just have to think about all that hard work through, you know, so many minutes of this game, and then to have them fall that quickly is just amazing. But once again, it's the hard work, it's moving the ball to the outside, and then having your player send it directly up the middle for those golden opportunities. I mean, really, it's just been amazing to watch this team tonight.
It's taken away, and it's kicked out of bounds by Jack Kenny. Tower can't keep it in. Kierstead will get the ball for Portland. He's going to take a long shot, but Dylan Jones was in the right place.
You know, and I have to say that the coach, Mr. Franzilli, has really got these players ready for this season. You know, and as you said earlier, their 3 losses are to teams that are in the top 4? Top 3? What is it?
It's the top 3 teams.
That Portland's, their only losses are 2. And, you know, that speaks volumes to the hard work the players are putting in and to the coaching. You know, Mr. Franzilli's had some really good teams over the years. And
Samuel will get to it. And he can't get through the 3 defenders. So yeah, their first 2 games for Portland were against Scarborough and Marshwood. So those are 2 tough teams to start off the season with.
But, you know, sometimes, even though you start off with teams like that, it really gives you an opportunity to see what you can do early, because sometimes it's better to have those tough games early and see what you're made of, to just to have a gauge and then build momentum off that.
And Portland lost a heartbreaker against South Portland in overtime with minutes to spare in the second overtime. It was the same with Marshwood. Marshwood ended up scoring a goal with under 5 minutes. It's Jones with the save. Kierstead, it's saved by Tower. Kierstead will get it to Howe. Tower will get it into the middle of the field, but can't keep it. Kierstead, Kalala will pass it back to Perez, out wide to Dieno. Hatton back. It's under 19 to go. Kalala will get it into the middle. Kierstead.
Oh, just didn't get enough. Just didn't get enough on it. Not sure if he was shooting or trying to get it into teammates, but
And so for Portland down the stretch, they still have to play the number 5 and 6 seed as of right now.
well, and that should, heading towards playoffs, that should give them, some tough teams to play against so that they can make sure they stay physically and mentally ready for the playoffs.
And so the only team that they wouldn't have played in the top 4 is Deering. It's going to be a foul on Kennebunk.
Oh, he's looks like he's twisted his ankle a little bit. He's getting up, and he's going to stay in.
We're going to have a goalie change. It's Caleb Ariema. And it's out of bounds on the free kick.
Yeah, and the goalie for Kennebunk, he did a great job for most of this game. And then Portland just put it together. And tons of shots on him.
It's going to roll out of bounds. 16 and a half minutes left to go in this game. Howe to
nice
Kalala.
pass.
Dieno out wide, and he'll get it back. Tid. Howe can't get it out wide to Tower. And it's going to be a foul.
Oh, is this a yellow card? It is.
And so that was on Hayden Ferber.
Yeah, I think the referee was pointing to an elbow. He may have been up a little high when he went for the ball and had his elbows out.
And it's another yellow card for Portland. That looked like it was on Brady Tower.
Even though Portland has the free kick, which is generally doesn't happen. And the clock is still rolling. Now they're going to stop it.
And
now the other referee's saying, start it back up. Oh, man.
it's going to be crosswind by Dieno. Dieno will get back to it. Kalala. And can't get it to Christmas. Now we're going to get some subs from Kennebunk. Tid will kick it up the field. Samuel will bring it down, and he can't get the ball.
Great defensive play.
How? And the pass was intended for Jasper McCarroll Christmas. Christmas can't get to it. Dieno. And the pass was intended. Not sure who 27 is, but Kennebunk bringing in a lot of their bench players, and so isn't Portland.
Yeah, at this point of the game, not saying Kennebunk's just, figuring they're not going to score 5 goals, because anything can happen, but it's always good to get some players who don't normally play some time to play, because you never know when you're going to need them.
Moss will kick it off of Benjamin Rosick.
Well, and that's just straight hustle right there. Kennebunk looked like they had numbers to come down the field.
And I have to say that the girls played Kennebunk on the road today, and they won 3-0.
Yeah, this season we've had a great opportunity to see both the Portland girls and boys teams play and to become familiar with them, see how they play, see how they hustle. I mean, both teams, wherever they end up this season, they've really worked hard. Nice pass. Oh, another nice pass. Boy, those backheel passes are amazing.
The throw-in is going to be taken by Kennebunk. And Dieno will watch it go out of bounds.
Great block.
Little over 9 minutes left to go in this game. Portland trying to keep a clean sheet. Ted will kick it up the field.
Which is sometimes difficult when you have new players coming in.
Perez for Portland playing great defense. Howe will be there to clear it up the field. It's going to be off of Samuel Goodman. And it's going to be a push on Portland. Quick free kick. Goodman is there to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, and at this point, all Portland needs to do is become a disruptor of any passing.
And it's a foul on Kennebunk.
They just got to play some really good defense here. Disrupt any passes. Yes, you can try to go down there and score goals.
It's going to be a free kick for Kennebunk.
Yeah, on a push by Portland.
Kierstead can't keep it for Portland. Dieno. And it was Paulo Zhao with the foul for Portland.
Yeah, just a total accidental running into. And he got the worst of that one. I think he may have got the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
It's out wide to Goodman. And he turns the ball over. Tidd is there to get the ball back up the field. Kierstead. And it's going to be a foul on Kierstead. 5.5 minutes left to go in this game. Howe will get it out to Christmas. Howe can't keep it for Portland. And it's going to be a Portland throw-in. And we're going to get some more changes for Portland, including the goalkeeper. Going to be taken away by Clement.
Ooh.
Clement. And it's kicked out of bounds by Tyler Bryant. And that was kicked out of bounds by Angel Orellana. Tid will kick it up the field. And nice block out by Zhao. Christmas. Oh, it was to Shakan.
Just barely made it out of bounds.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Great defense. Not letting Kennebunk move that ball.
Zhao will get back to it.
Ooh. Well, let's see what the call is on that one. Holy smokes. All is good. Clock is still rolling.
It's going to be just over 2 minutes left. Tid. Shakan. Christmas will not get fouled. Tid will kick it back up the field. It's going to be a throw-in for Kennebunk with 1.5 minutes left to go. Saved from going out of bounds.
And Portland is starting to swarm the ball just to slow Kennebunk down.
Shakan will get there. And it's going to be a throw-in for Portland. Shakan will get it in the corner. And it's going to be kicked away by Kennebunk. 40 seconds left to go on this clock. Clement will take the throw in. And it's good.
Clock is still moving.
10 seconds to go.
The one thing about soccer is the clock shows no mercy. It'll keep running no matter what.
And there you have it. Portland will win this game.
And it ended up being, a 5-0 win, but I would say for probably 3/4 of this game, it was very, very competitive. And then all of a sudden, it just seemed that the ball found the net easily for Portland.
And so Portland held a 2-0 lead at half with goals by Brady Tower and Francisco Samuel. And they came out in the second half and scored 3 goals. Oliver Hattenbach Nicholas Paternitti, and a second by Francisco Samuel to make it the 5-0 win as they will shake hands.
And I have to say, it was on and off a little, I wouldn't even call it physical. I would just call it a little more soccerish type of action that some yellow cards came up. A couple of players for Kennebunk, one left the game with some type of a gash on their head from a high boot, and that player didn't return, and another player had the ball kicked unintentional and got a nosebleed and was out for a while. So Kennebunk players kind of got the worst of this one physically, but glad that they're okay. It was a tough match.
Yeah, there was 3 yellow cards, 2 by Portland, Exhaust Lange and Brady Tower, and 1 for Kennebunk was Hayden Ferber. And I mean, Portland showed their dominance and why they've taken those top teams to close games.
Yeah, I mean, the hustle, the hard work, they're really building something here towards the end of the season.
And so at the end of this one, it's 5-0 Portland over Kennebunk, saying so long. This has been a production of WPPS TV3 Portland Public Schools, saying good night.
Thank you very much for watching this season, and we'll catch you again.